My name's Isaiah Frizzell from Feast in Los Angeles, and I'm here today to show you how to make night before French toast. So what we do, because bread is a foam essentially, it has holes, and that means that it can absorb just like a sponge. So intentionally with French toast, what you really want to do is get that egg and that seasoning deep inside the bread. Leaving it overnight ensures that. Now it does mean one thing. It means you have to change your approach slightly when you cook it. So what we do is, we've just pulled this out of the fridge. We'll take the wrap off. Always keep wrap because things fall in the fridge or whatever. Keeps it safe from microbes. And here we have our French toast, which we've soaked in a mixture. Cinnamon, nutmeg, sugar, not much sugar, just a touch. Egg, milk, and a little salt, probably some almond extract, and definitely vanilla. So that kind of gives it that flavor. That vanilla egg flavor is so good. So it's absorbed into the sponge that is the bread. What we're going to do now is fry it up and then put it in the oven to finish. Now when you put it in the oven to finish, it cooks the egg on the inside of the bread. So we used extra thick Hawaiian bread, and let's do that. Okay. We're going to flip it and then put it in the oven. Put this here. Okay, we flipped it. Now it's good. We've caramelized it on both sides. We've caramelized it on both sides. We take the pan, oven-proof pan, and put it in the oven. Voila. Now, fortunately, because I care, I've already made one for you. So let's take it out. Yum, perfect. See how it's kind of puffed up? The egg inside has pushed the sponge and filled the holes of the sponge of the foam of the bread, which bread is foam. So let's put this on a plate. Put this hot pan away and be very careful with it. Look at that sizzle. And what I like to do is add a few components. I mean, you've had this thing in the fridge overnight, so it's definitely full of flavor. However, you want to add a little sugar, and it's always nice to have just extra. So I've got some peaches. Here we do. We put a couple of peaches on the side, almost like you're coloring it. Apples. We took and cored the apples out with a melon baller. Left the skin on for the color and for the tannins and the flavor. So we use a spoon and we get the apples out. Just a couple, you know, almost like eyes. Now, if you were playing for a kid, you might make them like eyeballs, like this, a silly face. And something even more delicious. This is again coming from Christina Tozzi from Milk Bar. This is cornflakes mixed with powdered milk and sugar and butter and baked. And it's one of the most divine treats you're going to eat. It adds a little it adds a little texture. I like a lot. And finally, maple syrup, preferably from Bliss. We do a little of that, just a touch. You know, it gives it that deep, earthy tree flavor. Isn't that where it comes from? So here we have it. Day before French toast with peaches, cornflake crunch, cored out apples, and maple syrup. I'm Isaiah Frizzell, and I'm from Feast in Los Angeles. I just made you night before French toast.